Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. In the last episode, we began our exploration on the grand world of Terra Florum, learning about its wonders, for instance, the Wiggler Express Railway, to their water volcano Mount Spouts, and finally, their forever blooming Everbloom tree. Although because of Cursa's meddling with the planets and the dark mess, most of these once wonderful things have been completely covered, and for some reason, the once ever-blooming tree has completely budded up, while the warden of the planets, the Queen Bee, seems to be nowhere in sight, leaving this once peaceful springtime world a shell of what it used to be in the not-so-distant past. Since, let's be honest here, well, we didn't see the warden when we first got to this world. We met a person named Sullivan, that is obviously the conductor of the railway, but the thing is the Queen Bee, which literally is pretty much her name, because she's obviously a bee, and, well, her name is Bee, but the thing is, well, let's be honest here, we haven't met them, and we have no clue where they are. So, with that being said, only one thing to really do, make our way ever further into the Everbloom tree, to figure out what's really going on in here, because we can't really go anywhere else until we upgrade our sonic powers ever further, and the thing is, well, we don't have that ability yet, so, honestly, only one thing we really could do is, continue our path in here. And also we got a rabbit here. Hello, buddy. Typical, I get halfway to the top of the tree, only to forget what I was going up there for. Well, that's unfortunate for you, buddy. I do see some more murals over there, so we're going to get a little bit more story here soon. But let's make our way further. Hey, look at that. That's Squashette over there. Huh. Wonder what that's doing now in there. Just because, that was the last thing I was expecting to see here, to be honest. But it looks like one way leads to... Well, purple usually is for missions. Is that actually where we're going next? Just because that seems about right. It does seem like, yeah, that's definitely where we're going. Stay on track. Or we can go around the corner here, towards the bend. Interesting. Okay. Well, it looks like this way leads to a memory, actually, so we should probably go this way. Only thing is we need a button for that. And I don't think we can hit this button from that side, to be completely fair. So I don't think we're going that way. Although I would like to get that memory. Only thing is we kind of have to leave it behind for the time being, unless we find another way to get to it. But I highly doubt that there will be. There could be a secret scanner there, actually. We haven't checked. I guess there is a reason to check just in case. But I'm pretty sure based on... Yeah, there's definitely not one. At least we checked. Although I like this golden honey rabbit statue that's going on in the middle here. Looks like they're trying to scoop up some kind of leaves, it looks like. I'm not even sure what that is, but it's interesting though. And it looks like, oh, hello. So the Squashette is actually tied to what would be Who You Gonna Call, or over the gorge, or like the Goomba with the pot on his head missions. Because it's holding one of those golden blueprints behind it. But it looks like we got something to do with Bee over here. So let's see what's going on. Bee made this album during her punk pop phase, after a whirlwind relationship with the Phantom. Silly celebrity nonsense, really. I can't believe he dumped her at the Galaxy Music Awards by text during her acceptance speech. I'll never forgive him. Well, we don't have any reason to forgive him. We literally fought him. So, yeah, probably we don't need to really worry about that one, to be fair. Also, there's another breakable over here. I just noticed that. Because thought I saw one behind us, but that wasn't one. Cursa hates beauty. That's why she fixed it. So our flowers can't bloom. Huh. Interesting. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Oh, no, there is definitely something. Okay. Well, apparently there's some golden coins to scan over there. But what's up here, actually? Good, just because I am curious. So it looks like it's the only way for us to currently go. Actually, no, there is a way over there, but that... Oh, no, there is something else over there, too. Huh, there's quite a lot over here, actually, to be honest. Let's press that down. And it looks like that's pretty much all we can do, really, up there. But that should open up, yep, a path over here. Perfect. Also, it looks like we might have a Yep, we do. Little secret rabbit thing to talk about with BeepO.
Capsule toys, what a waste of... That one has a baby still basking in it. Do not get away, it's mine.
Yeah, totally no one wants one. BeepO himself wants one. But yeah, I think level 25 over there we'll leave for another time. Because usually we leave those for like last, to be fair. Let's see what's going on in this mural, because we saw it earlier.
A wise and more mature bee grew into her own with this album, which critics called soulful and masterfully crafted. It sold only 300 copies and effectively ended her career.
Well, that's unfortunate. So then she ended up becoming the warden here instead, is basically what I'm understanding here. Also, now we should be able to get that memory now. Only thing is we kind of have to backtrack to get to it. I just realized that one. Well, we could try and... Wait, what was that? What kind of creature is that? Is that a mole? Yeah, it is a mole. Huh. Okay then, hello there, buddy. I thought that was a creature, like a monster we could fight. But nope, that's just an animal that lives here. That kind of freaked me out for a second. I'm like, what the heck is that thing? Just because I wasn't expecting to see it. Well, let's see here. There's got to be a way to time this Goomba here, just so we don't have to fight him. Because the thing is that some of these enemies you can slide behind, and thankfully this one let us. Perfect. Because I want to see what this memory is over here. Because it's our first one for this world. So the busy bee. Perfect. Good thing we grabbed this then, because now we can learn about her. And it's actually the first memory for... Oh no, it isn't. It just seemed like it was. But let's see here. We be the busy bee. We have yet to meet a warden who did not fascinate, and Terraflora's bee is no exception, a popular entertainer since a tender young age, when her career came to a halt. She could have wallowed in excess, or let bitterness consume her. Instead, she reinvented herself as a flower farmer whose bouquets make hearts swell all over the galaxy, just as her music once did. Interesting. So the person yelling at us in the front can't be her, right? Just because that wouldn't make sense, and yep, thought so. I thought that guy would get me. I'm gonna run from this one. I don't normally run from enemies, but we're kind of on... Oh, lone wolves are here. That's interesting. But yeah, we're gonna leave that enemy alone. Just because, well, let's be honest here, I didn't mean to really run into him. I kind of wanted to sneak by him. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Spawn me behind him. Interestingly enough. Did I lose any coins for running? Because I don't think I did. Huh. Okay then. If we didn't, that's good. But, interesting though. Just because, I would think you would lose coins for running. Or at least health or something, but it doesn't look like we lost really anything. But let's open up this little, safety passage real quick. Just so we have it. And let's make our way up to our next mission here. Because we got another one here. Who's inside the Everbloom? Honestly, I think we're pretty much ready for it. So another Dark Mess mission. And honestly, so far, definitely seems like there's quite some interesting enemies so far. We saw Squashette, we saw the Lone Wolves, we have the Oozer type of enemy, we have the Magnafowls that we just met in the last episode. Quite a lot of different enemy types that we're going to be needing to be careful about, and specifically Magnafowls and Oozers on this map. But a specific, like, now we're officially earning the enemy type, because now we're getting an idea of it, because obviously we got a Spark talking about it now. You're gonna have your hands full with Oozers, alright? Their magical powers can block techniques, spark powers, and even attacks. They even have this ooze effect that'll poison you. You'll take damage at the start of each turn. We still don't have a ooze-based regular shoot weapon, and that's kind of weird, isn't it? Because you'd think we would have one, but all we have is the Oozequake for some reason. And now we're getting a water-based version of what would be the Oozer guy that we have already. But kind of strange we don't have an Ooze weapon of a Spark yet. Kind of strange, isn't it? But let's see here. But I'm with you. At least after the battle I am. If you win otherwise, not so much. Okay then. Well, we'll be definitely fine here, buddy. Magnafowls aren't really a thing I'm scared about. Although, if they get on top of me, then it's a different question. But the thing is since they're so far out right now, we don't need to worry about them. Although, once he gets to that pipe on the right side, he'll definitely be a problem, and the other guy, not so much. But the one on the right definitely will be more of a problem if he gets to us earlier, just because of that pipe. But he has what seems to be maybe 2 or 3 turns till he makes it there. So as long as we move quickly, we should be fine. And I think the first movement here, honestly, is actually Edge, I think. I think Edge definitely wants to go over on this side of the map and do a little bit of crazy stuff, for sure. I definitely think that's definitely going to be the case. Because Vamp Dash is definitely in season. And also with the turbocharge is definitely the case as well. Ooh, we actually got a Spark Energy back. That's really good to see. But I say definitely try and do a decent amount of damage to both of these guys. Almost get rid of him. I could go for a Cookie, but I don't think I have any more of those. Yeah, I don't. So we can't really go for that. We could go for a POW block, which would probably be a good offense as well. Although I do want to see if... We almost got him down. Okay, not too bad. Not the worst turn there. I just want to make sure what we're doing here, to be honest. Because there's definitely options. We can definitely go for a Flying Blade here and knock out both of them. Or we can do this differently, where I feel like we can maybe start making our way to the Magnafowl. Because as long as we're like kind of on top of him, I think we could probably do something about him. At least a little bit. Because as long as we're like early here, and obviously invisible, obviously, we're definitely going to be using Ethereal here. There's no reason not to. And we did get, Spark Energy back. That's pretty nice. So now we get to attack normally, which is very good. And that's actually pretty cool, because that's a 25% chance at getting that. And we got it on both of our Sparks. So that's actually pretty cool. So now we'll take the Stormblade now, obviously. Because if he decides to move, he's going to get blasted by our little Flying Blade there. But so far, not a bad turn. Although, how do I want to do the rest of this turn? Because what I could do, per se, is actually we could make... Yeah, you know what? Rosalina could go over there, actually. That might be what I do, actually. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Because I got an idea. What we definitely could do here is obviously we could dash into you. We could drop our Wild Claw right on top of the other Oozer. Because now the other Oozer is going to have to deal with the Wild Claw. And he more than likely is going to go down. Yeah, he did. I thought so. And then now we have those two enemies are down now that Edge was dealing with earlier. Other than that, now I gotta kind of figure out what I want to do. I could send in the Rabbid Mecha Koopas, which is definitely an option. But I say maybe jumping off of this might be worth it. So let's probably do a double jump here before we do hit the ground. Hopefully I can. Nope, didn't get it. I was hoping I would, but sadly we didn't. We dropped to the floor before we could do so. But we can definitely get in range here. Is it better to do Rabbid Mecha Koopas here? I think so. But we definitely need to make sure we spawn them right. Because they will go off the map if we don't do it right. But other than that, we could get the charge back. Well, technically no, we can't. But if we were to technically do get the first charge back with the turbocharge, it would have been definitely the best way to do that. But not bad. It's pretty good. Definitely a weird, area to be, for sure. But for the most part, not a bad movement. But now I think what we can do is we can help out Bowser, I think. Because I think Bowser could probably use some help here. So I think that's what we should do with Rosalina here. Because Rosalina could easily blast out the other Oozer over there before he decides to do anything weird. Because he will definitely go for something if we don't get rid of him. So, not a bad turn. Definitely not a bad turn at all. But, let's see what happens here, because Magnafowl gets hits. He's nowhere close to making it to that pipe. But, he doesn't get any freebies for, going towards the pipe, which is good. Because, so let's be honest here, the further they are from us, the better. And we did get poisoned there. So now we're going to start taking some damage. So we need to be very, very careful. But, we can maybe do something about the ooze. Because all we really need to do is lifesteal if we want to get our HP back. Can we go for the Magnifowl up there? No, we're not able to. We're just out of range of it. But I do say we more than likely want to get rid of this Magnifowl over here. Make sure he's nice and done for. Because as soon as he starts moving, I think things are going to get pretty dicey. But he's basically down now. If he decides to move, he's pretty much done. I think we could definitely dash into you, buddy. And then, honestly, can I go for maybe a hit on both of these guys? No, I can't. A little unfortunate, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. We can definitely make our way a little bit closer to this guy, because I want to make sure we're starting to do some damage on him. I don't really mind being next to him, because we are invisible, so we don't need to worry at the current moment. But now we need to figure out how we want to do our next turns here. Because Magnifowl is pretty much out of range at the current moment. But that doesn't mean that we're safe. But I do think we can definitely probably crush you a little bit with a nice slam. No reason not to. And I think we can also go for a dash. Do a decent amount to you early before anything does end up happening here. Here. Well, Bowser ended up becoming oozed by us walking into him. I just realized that. So apparently, that's an interesting thing. So ooze ends up swapping onto allies. Although us dashing into him didn't make him oozed, which is weird. Huh, okay then. That's very interesting. You'd think it would, but no, it doesn't. Okay. Well, we can still work with that. Well, Enwy doesn't really make it to the Magnifowl over there. We could put you to sleep, which is definitely an option, which I might end up doing, just because we can make it into the pipe here without any problems. And I might be able to do something about this, just because we can easily go for you, although how we want to do it is definitely going to be kind of interesting, because we don't have an attack left on Edge. What we could do, per se, if I were to set up just a Vampostor here, if we were to maybe go for a Vamp attack, we do get rid of you. Okay, not bad. I definitely say I could go with that. We also get our HP back, so it's definitely worth it. That's a lot of HP, just from the lifesteal alone. So it's definitely worth going for. And other than that, we can leave this guy alone, I think, and try and do a little bit of something over here. Because what we can do, although I'm not 100% about it, we could prepare for this guy and just make sure he's down. Because the other guy, the Wild Claw, I'm not even sure if he's going to go in the pipe, to be fair. So, being more sure about something, honestly, I feel is probably better. Bowser apparently can't dodge that. Interesting. Thought he would. Also, there's a 500... Oh, wait a minute, he can go through it. Okay then, that's good to know. I thought he wouldn't, but apparently he does. Huh. Okay, well that's actually pretty good. Okay, well, I think we definitely know what to do here. We spawn these right on top of you, and give you a little bit of a nice, explosive, time with these, Mecha Rabbid Koopas, because let's be honest here, they do what they do best. They definitely do. Other than that, you're definitely going down, I think, if I were to blast you, so we can leave him alone now, I think. I think what we do now is definitely dash you for free, put you to sleep, and I think we make our way down there, I think. Only thing is how do we do it, and what's the best way of doing it? Because if we can make it to the jump panel, looks like we should be able to. I don't see why not. Yeah, we could definitely make it there. Perfect. I was a little worried, because I wasn't too sure, but we definitely make it, which is good. Okay, and honestly, you just do a bunch of dashes into you, and then you're done for, buddy. Because, let's be honest here, you ain't surviving multiple of these. And then, honestly, from here, no way of life stealing, so no reason to go for that. Bowser probably can't get the regenesis in time, so we'll just blast you in the next entry, Mr. Oozer. And I think this battle is pretty much done for, no matter what ends up happening here. So let's just blast you in the next century with the nice 100% crit chance of the Kaboomer. And not bad. Pretty decent level. And we're almost leveled up from that too. So next fight is definitely going to give us level 23. And we're maxed out on Sparks, I actually found out. Because level 5 is actually the max for that. Although I'm not sure if we can have 3 of them or not. But I'm pretty sure based on the fact that it hasn't been upgraded since. I'm actually thinking that it is the max for 2, to be fair. But honestly, for the most part, I'll definitely say we've definitely made some decent progress on everything we've done so far. And then we also have this over here, the green coin challenge. We might as well do that while we're over here, just so we don't forget about it. Okay, we got an oozer over here. There was something for an oozer hunt, but we couldn't pick it up earlier, which is a little unfortunate, because obviously we have a free one right there, if we were to have it. I'm gonna wait for him to turn around, though, because I don't want him to chase me, because they will chase if they see you. But there we go, perfect. We have a way to teleport back up there easily, too. Is that a memory? What is that? I don't think it's a memory. Oh no, that's the scanner. I was about to say it looked weird for a second. Although that is a map, like an area. I just realized that. Obstacles to victory. Huh. I'm surprised I didn't notice that earlier, because I swear we went over there earlier. But, interesting. Okay then. Let's make sure we grab our green coins here, because, let's be honest here, they definitely will be quite far from each other, so we need to make sure we're careful with our movements here. Ooh, we need to scan that before we make our way over there. But there we go, number 5. And another planet coin done. Not bad. Pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff, as long as you do it right. And there we go, a little bit of coins for our efforts, too. Not bad at all. We could go for a heal. Although I don't think we're going to need it. Also, did we go back here? Because, yeah, we definitely did. I don't know why I got confused for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think that looks familiar. But no, we did the Professor Backpack last episode. It's just because, what do you call it? We did do a cut in that episode for when we were dealing with that. So, obviously, it kind of flew my mind for a second. But how do you get over to that, mission up here? Because we did see it. Unless there's no way to get up there, which is interesting. I thought there would be. Wait. Oh, that was that. I was about to say, like, wait a minute, I thought I found something. Nope, not at all. Thought I did, but we were very far off of that one. Yeah, how do you get up there? Just because, actually, there could be a bridge right there, actually. I think that's probably what it is. Huh, interesting. Just because there doesn't seem to be any other way up there, for the most part. But there could be a way up there, if we double check for it. But yeah, it doesn't seem like that's going to lead us there. Which is kind of unfortunate, just because it definitely does look like you can get up there if you have like a ladder or something. But at the current moment, it looks like there's literally no way up there. Because there's no ladder portion over here. So you obviously can't go from here. Interesting. I was wondering why I didn't notice it before, and now I'm definitely understanding why I didn't notice it, because it wasn't in our path of going towards there earlier. I just want to see, though, for sure, because I feel like you probably could, unless maybe it's, because we do know about that upgraded Sonic ability that we heard about earlier, but it seems like for sure that we're definitely not making it over there. So that's interesting. So I'm guessing it gives us extra range then, which is interesting just because you wouldn't think it would, but apparently I guess it does, just because there's no way of getting over there at that current predicament, just because that's definitely not possible to hit that Sonic range from the other side. But I guess there's definitely a way of doing it. But it looks like we're finally going to meet the warden here, because we can obviously see her. So, let's jump on down. And there's our introduction to the Queen Bee herself, the Warden of Terra Flora. And honestly, pretty interesting. So that definitely can't be the person that told us to go inside the Everbloom tree when we walked up to it. I wonder who that was, because that person seemed a little bit more aggressive But, weird. Probably just a regular rabbit then. But here she is, the queen bee herself.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you, queen bee.
You're the great spirit of the Everbloom.
I'm sorry, honey, and that was just the dry air affecting my throat. I'm Bee, the warden.
Oh, okay, she sounded weird because, okay, so she was the one that did tell us to go towards the Everbloom. It's just that she sounded weird because of what she just said. That her throat wasn't cleared up. Okay. Well, now that makes a little bit more sense. Also, it's probably good that we did the normal voice then, when we first walked up to the tree, because I wasn't too sure about that one. But, okay, interesting.
If you're the warden, you must know where we can find the darkness that's infiltrated Terra Flora.
Well, one's definitely, obviously the train tracks, although I'm not really sure where the second one is, to be fair.
Mount Spout has run dry. Our flowers cannot bloom, and their voices are zitterfold like mine.
Okay.
You see, it's hard to express emotions. People need flowers to help them say what they cannot. You can't because bouquets. Why so cranky corsages? Divorce me not. Making them is our calling.
Okay. Very interesting.
Drizzle, my sweet. By finding me here, these heroes have proved themselves worthy. It is time.
Okay, well, hello there, Drizzle. Yes, Bee. Yes, my queen. Well, based on our previous interactions with good old Twinkle and the good old Decibel, I think we already know it just happened. Also, we had a hint beforehand with the fact that, well, we found a sign that said we need to upgrade our sonic powers. So, there we go. We definitely upgraded them. But, interesting. So, I wonder how this is going to help us with the sonic powers, and also what happens with Decibel now that, we upgraded further. That's kind of interesting.
Sonic powers upgraded. I see why you call him Drizzle. He certainly made a splash with me.
Drizzle will nourish the vines that will lead you to the train station. From there, you can reach Mount Spout. Please save our flowers. Without their visual display of our love, sadness will bloom throughout the galaxy.
That makes some sense. But, yeah, that's definitely range upgrade. Okay, I see it now. Upgrade of the wave, BeepO power. You can now affect some vegetation. Press ZR multiple times to use it. Okay, so it's not just a basic Sonic, it's multiple... I'm not really sure, actually. It seems like it's still doing it. Okay, then. Okay. Let's see what's going on with her real quick before we do leave.
Drizzle, help out the, Zetation.
Okay, anything else?
You haven't left from Mount Spout. Is the train station still inaccessible? Now that your BeepO sonic power is upgraded, put it to use. Get the Zetation. We are running out of time.
Okay, visitation. Okay, that's an interesting way of saying, rail station, but okay. Also, there's a swing back here. Huh, interesting. Are there anything else over here, just because I'm curious? Just because you never honestly know. Looks like this is pretty much just her home, for the most part. What's going on with you, though? If this vine bridge would sprout, I could at least get some deep cleaning done, even if Mount Spout is dry. Well, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it looks like you do have to do it multiple times. There we go. So, it was right on that. But now we can make our way to the other space now, which is pretty cool. Also, we could probably take a look at... Yep, we can take a look at this now. I saw it earlier in the last episode, but now we can actually take a look at it.
The great Qualihizniniski. No one combined their love of music and bouncing uncontrollably to great heights more effectively. He is in coin heaven now.
Oh, that's sad. Poor guy. And it looks like it led us to our little side quest that we were trying to get to earlier. Obstacles to victory. Specifically in parentheses for the Y. Don't know why. Well, it's definitely a good question to ask why. But here we go. Obstacles to victory. We tried to get there earlier, so that's good that we were able to get over there. I would have tried to open up the vines in the other area. Oh, what's this? Reach area as well as what looks to be a... Okay, I was thinking that was like we had to protect something. The barrel over there, but nope, that's just a reach area. So far, this doesn't look too hard. Although, I'm thinking those are squashettes, am I right? Yep, I am definitely right. Okay. Well, the barrels are... Actually, those are cryo barrels, actually. Noticing the symbol on them. So if we hit those, we'll get frozen in place. So we definitely don't want to get hit by that. There's lone wolves on the left side. Or right side, I should say. And then squashettes on the left side. Okay, so basically go left side, because right side is more dangerous, is basically what that's saying. And also, where we're going is closer to the left side, to be fair. So, interesting. Okay. Well, we'll definitely be fine, I think. Let's definitely prepare our movements here. Wisely, of course. Definitely wisely. But I say we're more than likely obviously going to do turbocharge. Hopefully we'll get a spark back for energy. Because getting an action point back for Bowser would be nice for doing this. So let's see here. Did we get lucky? No, we did not. Okay, unfortunate. But that doesn't really affect us too heavily. First things first is making sure we get over to that Magnafowl. I think that's first top priority for sure. And it looks like Edge is gonna definitely need a little bit of a push here by being like right there with Rabbid Rosalina. And then we just hope that we can make it over there. Looks like we should, based on the yellow circle for the radius symbol there. So we should definitely be able to make it on top of this guy without any problems, which is very good to see, because I was a little worried, but we're barely in range of him, which I'm very surprised about, to be fair. But let's definitely do a couple dashes into you. We could probably leave him alone now. And actually, wait a minute. We could probably make that. You know what? I might do that. You know what? They're going to give me the option of jumping up there. I have ethereal, so if I turn invisible here, we're perfectly fine. So, you know what? We're going for it. They're going to give me it. I might as well go for it. And this makes this map completely trivial as long as you do it right. Now we just need to... Honestly, I could go for a vamp attack here, which I probably might do. I think getting some HP back on Rosalina and Bowser for free might be a good idea. Because there's no reason not to, right? Because they do need a little bit of HP, and if we can, you know, save on it, it definitely is not a bad thing. But send up a bunch of poisonous Cheerios at that poor guy, and then just leave Bowser back here to go for a Regenesis a little bit, because he needs a little bit of HP back. But it works after turns, it seems, for the most part. But all we need to do is just end turn, and then see what the enemies end up trying to do from that. Because they can't really do much while we're invisible, because I don't think Villain Sight can see us whatsoever. But I could be wrong. I don't think they can, but it wouldn't make any sense if they could, just based on everything we've learned about being invisible. Let's see. Well, he can't really see us from that range, to be fair. And it does look like we got our HP back for Bowser, which is good. So let's walk in the reach area, and let's see if that... Yep, it did indeed clear it. Okay, well that's good. We got level 23 from that, I'm pretty sure. Yep, we did. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. That was definitely worth it. And also, I think I actually have enough points to get the refresher. Well, actually, no, we already have the refresher. What did I swap out for that? I swear I swapped out something for the skill prism to be able to get that earlier. I'm wondering what I did. I think it was, oh, I know what I did. I think what I did was, I had it on the Spark gift before, and obviously then I changed it to Spark Refresher. I wanted to actually get this stuff, but I don't have enough for it yet. We're off by 3 for those. what we can do, per se, is we could get some extra HP in, which probably wouldn't be a bad thing for the time being. So 3,200 HP to start with for the time being for a bit. Honestly, I feel like I could probably take off the HP off of Rosalina and throw on that random item one for a bit, because we might be able to get some freebies out of that. And if we can, we could probably go for some pretty cool stuff if we can. And then honestly, Bowser is kind of iffy when it comes to that. If I give him HP, he'll be able to get a little bit extra HP because of Regenesis. So I guess it's probably worth it for a little HP for now. Not bad. Definitely pretty good. If only our Sparks could be upgraded once more. Because I feel like we could probably completely mess around with... oh, apparently this guy's back here, apparently. Hey there, buddy. I'm surprised you open up on this planet this early, because normally this guy doesn't like to show up until, after the planet's completely fixed up. That's interesting. But it is a freebie. Although, what's going on over there? Because there's an opening over here with the ladder. So there could be a memory up here, actually. I don't see why not. Oh no, there's a ladder that actually gives us a little bit of a shortcut back here. I'll take it. I'll definitely take one. I just was curious, because you never know. It looks like we have to use the cannons in order to win this one. Okay. Well, let's see what's going on with good old Victory here. Or Victor. And it looks like we need to get 8 to win the special prize. But in order to complete the challenge, all we need is 8. Although, the thing is the special prize seems to just be extra coins, to be fair. So, obviously, just need to do the regular one. Good day, mates. You look, keen and full of beans. Ready for the Terraflora Silly Fish Chuck Challenge? I definitely am, because we beat your other ones. The Terraflora what now? Chuck Challenge. Chuck all the silly fish into the fountain before the time expires. Just 35 coins allows you to experience the adrenaline-pumping rock star lifestyle of a pro fish chucker. So is it a nah, yeah, or a yeah, nah? He actually changed up his final dialogue there, I just noticed. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely do it. I knew you were a ripper. A little tip for you. Try dashing the silly fish. It will make it easier to grab them. One more thing. Don't wander off too far, I'll have to disqualify you. No refunds. Well, it's not too hard to get, to not get yourself disqualified, to be fair. To the victor goes spoils. What I see here, it looks like obviously we gotta use the cannons to get to both water areas, but the water areas aren't too far away from each other. So it's easy to get to the fish, I would think so. But here we go. To the victor goes the spoils. To the victor goes the spoils indeed. We only need 5 of them, but if we can get 8 of them, well, it wouldn't be too bad. Extra coins is always pretty good, but for the most part, it's not too difficult, although the time limit seems to have dropped a little bit, so we do need to be careful, and it does look like we have to get really close to the fountain in a very specific area, so we do need to be very, very careful. And it looks like this one only gives you 2 fish for the fountain, so you need to be, going in between both of these areas quickly, it seems like. But off to the other side. Let's make sure we get our fish. Oh, thank you. You made that a little bit easier, buddy. And it looks like, no, there's 3 ones over here. Okay. So 2 on one side, 3 on the other. Okay, that doesn't seem too hard for the most part. And also, I'm glad these guys don't actually dash into you, because I really felt like that was going to be the case when we first started doing these, to be honest. Because some of them run directly at you, to be fair. But, give me this fish, please. Well, that doesn't make my life 10 times easier, that's for sure. But, we should be able to get all 8 of them here, because that's 5 right now. And they respawn in 3s over here. So, as long as you start from this side, you're pretty good. Just to be honest, to get all 8 of them. As long as you don't, do what I did earlier and toss one in the water. Or not toss one in the water, but throw them outside of the water. You would easily get 8 pretty quickly. But there's 7, and we complete the challenge for doing it. We get our planet coin, as well as a small silver prize, which still is our planet coin, so I don't really mind it. Aces, mate. Of course, nowhere near my personal record. It's nice brass for a silver finish, though. don't blow all this dash in one go, eh? Here's a tip. To win gold next time, you gotta think like a silly fish. Tough because they're total morons, but it works. Okay then. Well, see you later, buddy. I'll be taking my planet coin and we'll be leaving you behind. We might see you on the next world. But based on that, what he said, it sounded a little odd, like we won't see him. Because there's definitely a world in between Cursa's compound and, well, the compound, you know, the world and then the compound itself. So, definitely interesting. Also, I think we did pretty much all the things we saw in here. Because all there was the corpse to battle, which is obviously the blueprint mission. So we're pretty much done with the Everbloom tree for the time being, unless anything opens up and, like, just from the general of, like, after the world finishes, there might be some more dark mess, like puddles inside it. But for the most part, we got all the dark mess stuff out, and all the planet coins that we could possibly get out of that. So not bad. Oh, and it looks like Sullivan ended up moving over. Hey, buddy. Long time no see.
My love, my jewel. Cruelly vindictive, perfidious fates, what ill luck betide me?
Well, we'll let you get on over there, buddy. There you go. You can go running if you want. Let's take a look around real quick, just because I am curious. Because, well, we need 12 for the secret zone, so we obviously can't go over there yet. We can obviously grab the Oozer Hunt real quick. And then, honestly, do we go straight for the train? Or do we do the other missions here? Because we can easily try and do both of these real quick. Only thing is which one do we really want to do first is the real question. We might be closer to the other one, where Rosalina is. I think we'll go over there, just because I am curious. But there is another one of these, so let's open up the vines. I think this led to... Wait a minute, hello. Dark Mass Tentacles over here. Is that the... Yeah, that is the train track. I got confused for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. But nope, it does look right, because that is the case. Because that is where the, what do you call it is. But, where we have to move the, train, we need to go to the train to be able to get there, obviously. But how do you do this one? It looks like there is definitely some kind of order to doing it. But, yeah, that's definitely interesting looking. Because we need the egg first. Is there any kind of, like, secret scanners? Doesn't look like it. It looks like definitely, Oh, I see it. Yeah, there's definitely a way of doing this. We've got to just jump off the ladder there. It was a lot more simpler than it looked. There we go. So we got our little egg here now. Now we just need to make a way down. We could drop the egg here, and then make our way down. Or we can lower this first. And actually, we could take this down here, I think. No, we can't. I always thought you could, but I guess you can't for those kind of things. But obviously, this one's pretty simple from here. Obviously, move that on over, slide that one down, grab our egg, and toss this at the good old Dark Mess Eye over here. And blow him sky high. Simple and easy peasy. And now all we need to do is just get this up there, which is obviously just doing what we did in reverse. So obviously push that there, push this over here, make our way on over, and then drop this directly on top of the other little sliding puzzle over here. And then from there, honestly, just climb on down and scan away. Ooh, a little bit out of range of it. There we go. Perfect. Wait, where are you going? Come on, slide on over. I thought it was finished, but for some reason it decided that it wasn't done moving yet, I guess. But just like that's one of those little secret ones down. Because these can be... Sometimes these can be easy. Also, I need to look away from that. Jeez. Sometimes, I don't know why, but those gates do not like me sometimes. But over the hills and far away. Not bad. Pretty simple stuff. But for the most part, that wasn't exactly where we were going, was it? Well, oh, here it is. I was trying to remember where the little scanny area was that we tried to scan earlier. I think it's over here, or it's not. I thought it was next to this Goomba. I swear it was, but... Oh, it's on the other side. Oh, that's what's going on there. Okay. Well, we can't get to that one then. Unless maybe I can, and I'm just going crazy. I guess we'll find out here. It's worth a check. But I don't... Yeah, that's definitely not doing that. Also... thanks, Goomba. Thanks for that one. Dash me into oblivion. But, we'll definitely run from him. There's no reason to fight him, to be fair. So we'll just leave these guys alone, because we've already done this mission, actually, to be completely fair. Because, well, that was the first one we did on Terra Flora. But, thing is how do you get over to... Oh, I see some kind of puzzle down there, actually. Oh, there's a cannon. I see it. But it does not look like we can actually get over there without taking the train. Based on how that's kind of looking. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, we definitely can't get to that mission yet. Although I'm kind of surprised it shows it to us. With the fact that we can't go over there yet. Kind of interesting, isn't it? Just in general, just because you think it wouldn't show it to us, but it does. And that's a little odd, to be fair. Also, there's a memory up here. Although the ladder is kind of down. And it looks like we need to pull something towards us to do it. And then other than that, secrets area over there. Bunch of, what seems to be scanty bushes over there. And for the most part, that's just for what seems to be just for one of those secret zones. Okay. So everything that we can do is requiring us to go over the bridge now. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we were completely ready to go over here. Because the thing is, well, there's only one real mission, side quest other than the main mission at the current moment, obviously going over the train tracks. I really don't think we have enough time to do a Dark Mess Tentacle mission. That's why I want to make sure that we're doing other things. But I've got a ton of gardening to get to. But I've blocked thanks to all the oozers around. Yeah, we can definitely deal with those guys for you. Can you defeat 3 oozers? Just because they don't care about the landscaping arts doesn't mean we have to suffer. I guess that's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair for you, bud. I don't mind helping. But, I see those boots over there. It looks like there is a ladder of sorts. Oh, I see it. Okay, but that doesn't really lead... Oh no, it might actually. Okay, that's interesting. It might lead to what I'm thinking it leads to, but the thing is, at the same time, it doesn't look like it at the same time. Also, what's going on with you, buddy? There's a tentacle in Mount Spouts that's causing this drought. Our flowers can't bloom in this dry soil. Okay, so now we know exactly where the other one is. So that's good to know, because now we know where the other Dark Mist Tentacle is for sure. Also, I'll take me some free move boots, thank you very much. As well as open that bridge over there. So now we have 2 ways of getting over here. Instead of, obviously, needing to teleport all the time. But not bad. Also, what's going on with this? It's the B-Mobile, I guess.
It's a mobile advert for Terra Flora Superior Infusion, the top-selling negativity cleanser, and wealth manifestation tea.
Oh, is that what she was drinking?
I'm pretty sure it's only tea sold in Terra Flora, but still, I hear it removes the subconscious mental blocks that cause baldness.
I've never seen a bald, rabbit before, but sure. Sure, that's probably what that does, to be fair. It looks like there is a teleport over there for a flag. Other than that, looks like there's a dark mess egg that needs to be grabbed first before opening that whole area over there, which definitely looks like it's our train station. But other than that, I think we could probably uncork the mess over there real quick, and then we'll make our way towards the side mission that's over on the right side. Just because, honestly, I kind of want to check that out. Looks like the scanny's over here, and then we just got to do it from both sides. Actually, wait a minute. Can we do that from both sides? Doesn't look like it. Can we stand on this while scanning it? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, it's good to know. But there is a way. I didn't see this down here. I thought we had to do it from the other side. We can't open this up. Where does this lead? Leads back to where we came from. Okay. Interesting. That's a pretty interesting puzzle. I will say that for sure. Just because, the like, being able to grow plants is actually pretty interesting as, like, a power for BeepO. Because, let's be honest here, he had nothing of the sort in the previous game. So that's actually pretty cool to see. But all we need to do, grab our Dark Mess egg, toss it at the Dark Mess eye, and down goes that whole blockage there, leaving us free to go over to the train station in the next episode. And, well, let's be honest here, clear up the Dark Mess tentacle over there too. Actually, wait a minute. Forgot. This actually drops star bits. Let's grab those before I forget them. Don't want to leave freebies lying around for sure, because now that we're at like the max level for everything when it comes to, well, I'm getting chased by an Oozer right now. I'm surprised he's still chasing, to be honest. But now that we're at the max level for Sparks, well, let's be honest here, every star bit's definitely going to count for later. Also, I'm curious. Oh, okay. Shaking those leads to getting us some star bits. I was thinking it was going to bloom if I shook it, to be fair. But here we go. In full gloom, here we come. One more side quest for today. Might as well. No reason not to. Because like I said, I don't think we're going to be able to do a Dark Mess Tentacle mission, because those usually are longer quests, to be honest. Some quests could be long too, to be fair. But maybe we'll... Yeah, this doesn't... Well, it depends. Reach area. Reach what area? Why did it show us that area over there if it wants us to go to the left? Okay. I don't know what was going on there, but it looks like all the barrels do change, because now we're dealing with electrified barrels. Which those guys are actually weak to, aren't they? I swear the splash stooges over here actually... Yep, they are weak to shock. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I'm surprised they're giving us a free knockout on those guys over there, because, let's be honest here, that's a lot of damage. And they're weak to it, so that's literally perfect for us. First things first, obviously a turbocharge. Gotta get that 60% in. No reason not to. Not bad. Okay, so it looks like Rosalina is the best one to help Edge move, for what I can see here. So where do we want to go? Looks like we could take the bottom route for a faster way over, from what I can see. Only thing is how do we do it in the way that works the best? Because it looks like probably jumping to the Sea Stooge is what we want. So, based on that, we should probably change more like there, I think, because then we get a better jump. And if Rosalina can... Yeah, it looks like here is going to be the best. Sadly, not where Edge's little corner there is. But that should give us just enough to do exactly what we want to do. Because let's be honest here, if we can take a shortcut to a reach area, we definitely take it, for sure. Since, let's be honest here, no reason not to. Although, increasing our damage is probably not a good idea in this case. Because the more we can get out of our dash, the better for movement-wise. And it looks like we're not going to get any more freebies when it comes to movement. Unless maybe what I can do... I'm curious about this. I might be able to... Nope, I can't really increase their movement over there. I was wondering if I can maybe pull somebody over. But it does not look like we're going to be doing that. But I can turn invisible. So let's definitely take a nice ethereal route here. And prepare for anybody that decides to start making their way around us, because then we can take the freebie there. Actually, wait a minute. I'm curious. If we were to move boost one more time, do we make that? We might actually. You know what? I'm going to try it. Just because there's no reason not to. We have the extra dash, and there we go. One turn. I'll take it. No reason not to, right? We have the option to do it, and it's base stat, or base, the spark is literally one of the first ones they give you. So, you take it, and you do whatever you can with it. It's definitely the best one for Edge, though. I will say that, for sure. Because Edge's extra movement definitely makes Ethereal, like, really, really, really good. I feel like on some characters it can probably be less as effective, but for the most part, it's definitely pretty good. Also, there's something... Oh, secret zone back here. Clandestine cliffs. Cool. We got 2 back-to-back. Not bad. We're definitely getting a lot of planet coins really, really quickly, which is interesting just because, well, let's be honest here, we only need 12 for obviously, the secret zone. And let's see what's going on with you. Dark mist tentacles are horrible. Will our flowers ever bloom again? Or will I become a cactus farmer? Probably end up becoming a cactus farmer this route, unless we can fix up everything. Looks like we need the water to start coming back from Mount Spout to go over here, because this place is completely blocked off to us. But definitely an interesting episode today. We got to meet the Queen Bee, we got to do quite a lot of side quests too, as well as, prepare for the train today as well. Definitely quite a lot we got to do. Honestly, had quite a lot of fun as well. So with that being said, this is definitely where we're going to be ending off today's episode, since, let's be honest here, we're definitely preparing for our next big mission here, because, well, one of the Dark Mist tentacles is on the railway, and that means once we make it to the railway, obviously we're going to be getting into our very first major mission of this world, for obviously finishing off Stay on the Track, to be fair, because it is literally called Stay on the Track, to be completely honest. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest day, I'll see y'all in the next one, and honestly, peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.